Real estate scams in Black America apparently make a lot of money, especially if you're the one holding the real estate. Just think about Jay Morrison and the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. First of all, it connected to many of us because we've all heard about the legendary Black Wall Street. And when Jay Morrison wanted to build the block back up, a lot of us were saying that was a great idea. He even got some of his friends to help pitch the idea.
Really thought this through. He's really laid this out. This is gonna be nice. This infrastructure is solid. And I immediately gained faith in what Jay was doing. You know, I said, okay, you know what, I'll back you. Let me know what I can do. Let me know how I can help. I was one of the initial investors. I stepped right up and wrote my check and sent it in, and I said, I'm in this. And we talked about it, I supported. People asked me about it, and I always, whenever they ask me about it, I always tell them the same thing. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to participate? I believe in the fund. I believe in Mr. and Mrs. Morrison. This is just the beginning. I am happy to invest my money. I will invest more money. I can't wait to see all the great things that are done in the future. Together, we can do anything.
We went from that to, well, Jay Morrison being a fraud and a con artist, and we'll never trust him with real estate again. But see, he's the only person trying to commit real estate fraud. You see, there's somebody else wanting to commit real estate fraud. That is no other than Tiffany Henyard. You see, she has a plan to get rich too, just not like Jay Morrison, but she does want to steal everybody's money. But she doesn't want to steal it from regular investors. She wants to steal it from the city of Dolton and then repurpose it or reissue out the real estate to somebody else. It first started when Kiana Belcher asked Tiffany Henyard about a $6.8 million grant.
First off, have we received the $6.8 million?
Keep going on your questions.
Are you going to answer?
Keep going with the questions because that got nothing to do with the bills. So
that's grant money that was already, but okay, so everybody would know that that's the answer because it's not being answered.
Did you get the $6.8 million? Like, that's a valid question. You want people to call your phone, ask you questions, your residents come, you won't answer anything. Did you get the $6.8 million? No answer. So when you go in to say we're not doing nothing and, you know, we're trying to stop everything, that's not the case. I really believe, since we haven't had financials since September, that the money been spent before we got it. So it's putting us in a really bad spot. So she said she goes with the videos and the trustees are not doing anything. And I can probably half of the room, I probably have impacted them one way or another. But I don't have to walk around with a video say I did this for somebody, I did that. And especially when there's different things that you may have helped somebody with, it doesn't mean that you have to gloat because you're helping people. It's our job to help people.
So again, you know, Tiffany Henyard doesn't want to talk. You hear Kiana Belcher talking about the fact that Tiffany Henyard always wants to throw the fact that, you know, she does this for people and the trustees don't do anything, right? But is that going to be a great mistake?
And it's sad because you guys ran on my ticket, both of y'all, Trustee Belcher and Trustee House. Both y'all did. And when you ran on my ticket, y'all ran on my vision. My vision is to fix our community.
The vision wasn't to rob the city. The vision wasn't for the FBI. The vision wasn't for you to steal all the money. So don't start talking about the vision.
You know that is defamation.
Don't start talking about the vision. Don't talk about the vision. Tell me what. But at the same time, you say it's discussion. I asked you, did we get $6.8 million? You won't answer that. I'm telling you, these people, you can't tell me nothing. These people are emailing us about somebody else's property, talking about they want $7,000. These people, so when you sit here and talk about what have I done, I don't have to sit here and videotape everything I do, but I know what I ain't done. I ain't commingled no money, I ain't stole no money, and I ain't going to jail. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, at some point, when you know that someone is constantly lying, it becomes bothersome. And it becomes to a point where you just know that I'm going to have to set this person straight, because if they keep poking the bear, they think it's okay. And I asked the question. We were in the middle of discussion. It's corporate bills.
Now, you did hear about Belcher saying she's not going to go to jail, commingling money and all of that. It's a very passionate rant. But where did it really stem from? Check out what Tiffany Henyard is going to try to ask now.
The agenda is a motion to approve the purchase of 5 residential properties, 1 commercial property from the Cook County Land Bank. Is there a motion?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and second? Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
We wouldn't trust you to buy penny candy. And you think we about to let you buy properties?
I could care less. You pick your vote. Choose what you want. This is, again.
The Village of Dolton is not in the real estate business. We're not buying no properties.
Okay, then why y'all motion and second it then? Don't motion and second.
We had a discussion because we want the people to know why we're not. Because you would get up here and lie and be like, they don't want to buy the properties and they don't want to spend no money. So we motion and second, like we can do in Robert's Rules Order, and discussion. The discussion is, we don't trust you to buy penny candy, and no, we're not buying no property because the Village of Dolton is not in the business of property. Y'all done already stole about 60 houses, so ain't nobody gonna deal with you buying no property. So that's the end of my discussion.
So Henyard is asking to vote to buy some property. But watch the explanation that Kiana Belcher gives.
Why make that statement? You explained it, but can you explain it when it's less emotion involved? Talk about why you voted in motion a second to even to have a discussion.
So one thing everybody knows is if we want to try to do something right, which a lot of times is not done, you want to follow the order. So I wanted to explain to people why I motioned, and there was a motion in the second, and going into discussion, because sometimes we knew that her buying property with all this stuff going on was something that we really don't want for the village. But if we wouldn't have said nothing because Stan Brown didn't have a second, he could have motioned in a second, it just would have failed, and then the residents wouldn't have understood why it failed. We're already saying we're in a deficit. Why would you bring to the board to buy property? It was 4 residential and 1 commercial property. It had no pricing with it, and we're not in the real estate business. That's not, we obtain properties through when people donated to us or different, but we're not in the business to go to buy property. So when Trustee House made the motion, I seconded. My discussion was that, why would we trust you to buy any property? You won't even tell us what's going on with the finances now. Why would you think that we would allow you to go and buy property? And when I made the statement about the stealing of the houses, because we have found a lot of inconsistencies of properties that was owned by the Village of Dolton that now people are buying. We don't know where the money is, if we even receive money. Some people say that property has been given to them. There's a lot of inconsistencies and rumorville going on of things that's happening. So no, we're not trusting you to spend any more of the village's money that is not accounted for, that we need on a consistent basis, such as insurance, lights, gas, and the necessities. No.
Now, you guys heard that real estate has been repurposed. They don't know where it's come from, all of those things. But what about Kamal Woods? Kamal Woods has benefited from exactly what Kiana Belcher's talking about. Let's play that clip.
So what perks does this special crony of hers get? Well, we have heard on good authority Kamal doesn't pay a water bill. Since we cannot provide documentation, we will move to the next item. His business doesn't pay property taxes, is actually listed as exempt. Now anyone who owns a home or business in Dolton knows how high property taxes are. The only time a business is exempt is when it's a not-for-profit, which is not the case for this car wash. These are public records for anyone who wants to check for themselves. Hey Kamal, you should really take care of that mechanic's lien on the property. And yet, he still managed to buy another property that wasn't even advertised as being for sale. We bet he knew someone. He purchased the old animal hospital on Lincoln Avenue, Dolton for $80,000 according to the Cook County Assessor's website. He put it up for sale shortly after with a description that we suspect was written by Kamal, but proofread by Tiffany. We won't waste your time. You can pause and read it if you would like. 1 year later, Kamal sold the property for $200,000, which means he made $120,000 on the sale. Now this is where things start to include other cronies. Kamal sold the property to his car wash neighbor, a liquor store called the Emporium Beverage Depot, owned by TAC Investments. Now we are not saying the buyers of the property have done anything illegal in any way, but we are saying they did donate $8,000 to Tiffany Henyard's campaign fund just before she announced a new restaurant was going to be breaking ground at the location on Lincoln Avenue. She did this without board approval, of course. She was so excited she even made a video. Shocking, we know. Look, Kamal was even part of the groundbreaking.
see what the vision is. People can talk about it, but guess what?
It's gonna be big about it.
At the end of the day, you see me putting a restaurant, event space, or we got a banquet, a party, an event, turning 60, you families. Please come, contact Tiff and Patrick.
I'm gonna have my 75th at that
I
place.
always supported them. I love them. I appreciate it. And y'all know the words. Sing it with me. Ain't no stopping us now.
You see, guys, that's important to know there, okay? You see, Kamal Woods is a person that has struggled in business. He struggled with finances, but now all of a sudden he's getting profits off of real estate sales without knowing anybody. Wanna know why? Because the village is hooking this up, and a guy like him is profiting as a scam artist and con artist. So she wants to go head on and buy these real estate things. Then before she gets to the office, give them to her cronies so they can also own these houses. Now they're so stupid, they're gonna mess it up anyway because she's not good at business at all. But that's what people are trying to do. And goddamn it, isn't it sad? Well, guys, it's your boy Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.